League of Gentlemen. The League of Gentlemen. The League of Gentlemen.
Hey, fellas.
Yo!
Hello.
Welcome back to the best podcast hosted by the four people that hate their lives the most. We are back for week 3, episode 4.
That's confusing.
What? Week 3 recap.
Episode 4 week preview.
Episode 4, week 4.
No, this is the 4th episode of season 2.
Oh my god.
But we're recapping week 3, previewing week 4.
No, week 2
Episode
recap.
4.
No, week 3. Anyways,
Week 9?
as you can tell, there are only 3 of us here today. Unfortunately, we have lost one of our own to terrible fantasy football decisions. So just a quick half-second moment of silence for our boy Josh Caliendo.
He's on suicide watch.
He's on suicide watch. So please,
Call Leo
if you
and
see
Dan.
him-
Call Leo and Dan, the Indian kid in your high school, because we're going for perfect attendance.
I like that.
With that being said, let's just go ahead and jump straight into the recap of week 2, right? 3.
Week 3.
Week 3. Week 3 recap. Week 3 recap.
Yeah, I need to do a drop for that.
That's my bad, fellas. It's been a short day, to say the least.
How much defense you play today?
It's been a short day, to say the least, and I'm totally not trying. I did play a significant amount of FIFA. Oh!
Oh my god. I
prepared
asked
for
him
this
if he
shit.
was ready, and he said,
Ah!
yeah? He said,
Well, I
yeah.
forgot I can't
My
use
team.
fucking Firefox, because this
Why you
shitty-ass
Firefox?
recording thing, because it's better than Chrome.
No.
Oh, boy.
That's an insult.
You know how much RAM fucking Chrome takes up on your computer?
Ram up your ass, baby.
Exactly. You guys don't even know what RAM stands for.
It's for Dodge Rams.
See?
America.
Just getting one up on you guys every second here. There we go.
Memories, dude. I'm a Daft Punk fan. How dare you think about that?
So the first matchup is the reason you don't see Josh Caliendo here today. It was himself against myself in a thrilling get-together here. Whooped his ass. Hey, boys?
Josh's team sucks.
Whooped
team-
his ass.
Was depressing this week. Derrick Henry's depressing officially.
Yeah,
Bijan
it's
is
kind
on
of
the same
sad,
path
honestly.
already as Kyle Pitts, I feel like. He had a decent day.
Yeah, I mean, I was projected to lose by about 25-ish, I think, and I didn't. So,
You got the win in the tight end position, though, versus Zach Ertz, Taysom Hill battle. So good pick there.
yeah, it was a tough one. I was switching back and forth all day, but I decided to go with my boy. Shout out Jesus. Shout out Joe Smith. Yeah, just really not the best showing by Josh. Don't know what happened there.
Just no one scored a touchdown on his team outside of his defense and quarterback. So,
Yep.
those
So-
kind of weeks happen. They happen to everybody.
Got to be better than that, you know? Got to be better than that.
Yeah. It's a rough week.
Rough week. Like I said, if you see him around, just be nice to him. Be gentle. He's really down on his luck.
And also Mike Williams out for the year, too, which is...
He wasn't even starting.
Tough.
It doesn't even matter.
He did score 21.
He had a great game, yeah.
Wouldn't have mattered. Actually, no, it wouldn't have mattered. But hey, bounce back week. 0-3 doesn't mean you're eliminated quite yet. Sure makes things harder.
Top 6, right?
Yeah, easy
Wow.
bounce back. Bounce back week. Bounce back for the rest of the season is up for grabs for Josh Caliendo. Next up, We have Mugatu against Trevor Rusher.
Mugay Toots.
Mugay dudes around here, am I right? Shout out.
Trevor.
This was one of those weird weeks.
I was gonna say something else.
Where I wasn't even too upset with my performance. I just faced a buzzsaw on the Bills' defense. Like, they scored 31 points. Like, there's not much you can do against that. Joshua Kelly sucks.
Oh yeah, man, he's
Like,
terrible.
Zach Moss is fantastic. Alexander Madison actually had a really good day outside of not being able to put the ball in the end zone. Yeah, I mean, it was, again, I scored 116 points with the lackluster lineup, some would say. And I just
Most
faced a
would say.
buzzsaw this week.
How are you
So-
feeling about all the fab you spent on Joshua Kelly?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. People have spent more bad at this point than me, so I don't feel too bad about it. But
Isn't Eckler probably back this week too?
right, I mean, my goal was Jonathan Kelly would only be
Joshua
Kelly, would be a substitute until Jonathan Taylor get back. But that's obviously up in the air now too. So
Until next season.
I think Alexander Madison saved himself one more week of like getting 95% of the carries. So
We'll see.
what happens next week.
Yep. On the other side of the ball, Trevor spending 84 on Ford Tough. Somewhat pays off. 2 touchdowns.
Somewhat.
Not really.
I'd say that's a complete win. Getting someone
Yeah.
off the bench, off the waivers, starting them, and they score almost 20 for you, that's a dub.
That's a W.
Yeah. Which
A lot of fab, though. A lot of fab. So we just.
I believe we actually got a question from the listeners on this game.
Okay.
Let's do it real quick.
Let's hear it.
It's not loading.
Take your time. Oh, we're dialing into the listener now. I see. Hold on.
Yeah,
It's
everybody
ringing.
gotta dial it in.
It's ringing right now. It's still
It's not working
ringing.
to go live. I can do it in preview. I don't know why.
Hopefully.
Keep going. We'll come back to it.
Hopefully. Okay. Let's go ahead and move on. Nick, how are you feeling though? Looking
I feel
looking
good.
ahead. Looking ahead.
I actually feel good. Mike Evans is back to, I think, Mike Evans type football. They fed him the ball at a certain
That they
drive. I think you bet on that drive specifically, and they did
Did-
not just. They just threw it to him every single time.
Yeah, I did win a
Um,
good chunk of change on that.
As long as Zach Moss continues to play well, which seems like he's going to, because he gets like 98% of the snaps, which is awesome.
It's
I'll
great.
be okay. You know, I just got to get Cooper Kupp in the game. Christian Watson's back this week, so hopefully that'll make a difference. But I think
We'll
be
see.
okay. Like I said.
We'll see.
2-2 going into week 5 would be right where I want to be.
Hopefully you have an easy matchup this week.
Yeah, some would say.
All right, next up, we have God Didn't Save Me, Ryan Koenig against Slantman and the Wasp. And then
These are teams I would have loved to play this week.
in what some would call an upset victory, Ryan Koenig takes the W over Slantman. I mean, what some might consider the best stack in the league of Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley once again did not perform.
They look bad.
Jags
Calvin
look
really did not
bad.
look great.
Amazed at how the Texans looked too. That was quite a fucking game.
Yeah,
Texans are coming into form.
CJ Stroud's the guy.
divisional games are always a toss up, boys. Something we got to keep in mind. On the other side, Cowboys D delivering a cold
Stinker.
-2 doesn't hinder the fact that Koenig came through in a big way. Shout out Cardinals. We are the best team in the NFL.
Well,
But other
also,
than that, just
from
terrible
Koenig's
matchup.
team, I've had Mahomes in the past, and these are the kind of games or weeks that Mahomes pretty much solely wins you. So that's always the nice thing about having Mahomes on your team is that he can pull
Yeah.
31
Yeah.
out of
Yep.
anywhere and then win you a sloppy week.
Yep.
So it's huge.
Jamar and Pat combined for 52 points out of his 92 points. It's
Yep.
just
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah, he does not have running backs.
None. You guys are giving
Literally.
me shit about my running.
No running backs. Yeah, we have a higher standard that we hold you to than Ryan
That's
Koenig.
fair.
I
I
hope.
appreciate
Yeah.
you saying that.
Is Ryan
I
even
hope
in the
you
league?
understand.
I always forget.
You know, if you're
He's
listening,
saying that.
Ryan, reach out. We can help. we can try to
Send
help.
us a question. Send us a question.
Because
Which,
boy,
Don't be a
speaking
stranger. Don't be a stranger.
Let's see if this one works. It's not going to. All right. This is a bad week for the questions.
yep. I could play them off my phone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
But we'll move on for now. See if we can come back to a later segment. Nope, this was matchup of the week. Here we got Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage against Julia Roberts. A thrilling
Two buzzsaws.
matchup here. With Julia Roberts barely eking out in front.
And that's saying a lot, saying that two of his players scored over 35 points.
Yeah, Raheem Mostert and that Dolphins team really put the beat down on the Denver Broncos, 70-20, and Raheem Mostert was a
crazy.
big part of that.
It's just insane
Devontae
seeing
popped
41
off.
points, and he's not the highest scoring running back on the team.
Yep, Devontae popped off. DeAndre Swift is showing he's the guy in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And then
Tom's team is just good, dude. It's just really good. It's like last year all over again.
on the other side, you got an equally good team, I would say.
I mean, if Kirk keeps on throwing the ball 60 times a game, yeah, he's going to get 30 points out of every week.
He's got Tua sitting on the bench, so it's not like, he's relying solely on Kirk or anything.
Yeah.
Both these teams are going to be really good. I think, barring injuries, they're both going to be staring down a playoff spot when it comes down to it. But yeah, thank fuck we didn't have to go against one of these teams, let me tell you. We'll go now that Dan is a little bit more available to his matchup. Let CMC cook against
What?
tough outing.
This is James versus Daniel. People don't watch like this. You gotta say out loud who's playing.
We have 7 viewers, Dan, and they're all in the league.
Yeah. Everyone go check your phone, see who is on the matchups. Yeah, I fucking lost again.
Okay, there it is. That's the reason he's being salty.
Yeah, I knew the entire time. At one point, I was 80% favored or something, 75% favored, and I just knew I'm gonna end up losing this. I thought it was gonna be on the back of Joe Burrow, but it was really more on Adam Thielen in the second games that he performed well, and because of that, I lost more or less. In my mind.
Are you worried at all that Ezekiel Elliott's now going to become the number one running back in New England?
Not even a little bit, because
He had a good game.
He had less carries than Ramondre.
More efficient.
Yes, he was more efficient. That is true.
Shout out Jags D, doing their thing for you.
That's a heartbreaker.
That's honestly arguably the other. If I had had a 6-point scoring defense, I would have won.
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
That's a tough.
Because
tough
Jags
loss.
on Houston, you would have thought the Jags would have been 4 under. I don't care if you picked the Texans to win that game.
Yeah, no, not at
come
all.
on. Yeah.
Joe
Some
Burrow
might
still doesn't look
say.
great.
Some might say your running back situation is a bit dire.
I wouldn't be one of them that would say that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Some might say it.
I think Ramondre is only up to go from here. Also, it was a wet game. He had wet hands for catching not catching 5 balls. He catches 5 of them. That's another, at least 8 points right there on yards.
Sam Laporta looks like
Josh
the truth,
Jacobs.
though.
Yeah. Speaking of pickups that get you 20 points, Sam Laporta.
Yeah, shout out SLP baby, go Lions.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, tough one. Jimmy needs a quarterback like God needs virgins. Anyways,
Boo.
last up
Wait,
we have.
Go back to Nick's game real quick.
Hey guys, big fan of the pod. Keep doing good things out there. Long time
Sounds like
listener,
he's dying.
first time caller. My message today is for Nick. Get shit on.
Great dial-in.
Was that it?
That was it.
Yeah, that was it. It wasn't a question. It was a
man.
statement from the audience.
I'm not even
Gotcha.
going to respond to it. That doesn't deserve a comment.
All
You move on to
right.
the next one, Leo.
Yeah. Well, I think we have
Yeah.
a listener listening. Listen.
Number one, I'm going to make this real quick for you guys. Dan, you said, Aaron, I like you. Please elaborate. Question number two, do you guys think that the podcast has a curse? Because when you all pick the same person, they always lose.
I can
Does
respond
have a
real
curse.
quick.
We've admitted
I was
that.
lying to you. I hate you. And second of all, we have totally said the whole entire time, whoever we pick, whenever it's a sweep, it's a curse on them. 100% agreed.
And
So,
Yeah.
Trevor, just take notes. Those are questions. They require responses from the person that you're asking them to. So
Yeah.
just in future reference, if we call it again.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
have a
yeah.
question prepared.
Yeah, Slant Man with that deadly stack, not looking so deadly anymore. I love you, Slant Man.
You're my
Just so
favorite
you know.
person in this league.
All right, this was the matchup of the week last week. It delivered, I would say. We got Is Josh Dobb Payless against King Drizzle. Now, I did reach out to Sam to make sure that he wasn't just misspelling that word, but Disney has in fact cracked down significantly on the names that they'll allow nowadays, and this was pretty much the only way he could get around it. Great matchup between two solid teams. I think Drizzle gets a little lucky by having Keenan Allen almost
I
drop
would
40.
I would like to say something though. Sam, I think, jinxed himself in this game because when we were watching the game together, he needed Kenneth Walker to score a touchdown for his bet to hit. But he said, "I need Kenneth Walker to score a touchdown, but not do anything after that." That's when Kenneth Walker scored his first touchdown. He celebrated, and then Kenneth Walker proceeded to go off the rest of the game and score another touchdown.
Yep.
So you can't be doing that, you know.
I mean, his team showed up.
Yeah, good game.
It just if you're going against a 30-pointer and a 40-pointer, it's always going to be tough. Jordan Love, I think, is shockingly, I think, a top 5 quarterback right now.
I think he's the fourth best quarterback right now.
Yeah. So
Fantasy.
I don't think he went drafted in our league. I think he was a pickup.
No, definitely not. Yeah.
So great stuff by Drake there. Sam looks like he might be struggling for a quarterback. He did draft Justin Fields fairly high, and that hasn't been working out so hot.
Right.
So
It's the coach's fault. He'll get it figured out.
I know a team that has Kirk Cousins and Tua Tagovailoa that is looking to trade. So for those teams that are struggling with a QB, maybe something will work out.
Josh
Right.
Allen's on the board
1000%
for a
sure.
good enough
Sorry.
running back. Keep that in mind.
I'm pretty sure Jordan Love is the second best quarterback in the ESPN standard, like 4-point quarterback.
He's
Yeah,
ranked fourth right now.
he's doing great.
He's ranked fourth in our league, which is 6-point quarterback. 4-point
Yeah.
quarterback, he's the second.
He's doing great.
for sure.
Now, after that riveting week 3, we have once again run our power rankings. Once
First,
again,
let's take a look at our picks from last week.
significant discrepancy.
Rough week in picks.
Not
yeah,
for
let's
me.
look at our picks real quick. Rough week is right, to say the least. Red means that it was a loss, we were wrong, and green means it was good. And if you're looking at the screen, there's a lot of red. I'll just tell you that. Looks like
Call back to Aaron's call in. That's cool.
it's like the 2020. Looks like the 2016 election, if you know what I mean. But yeah, in short, I went 3-3 again, Mr. Consistency. Leia went 3-3, Mr. Leia, and Josh went 0-6, which was just hilarious. You can
Please be
flip a
safe with him.
coin. Yeah,
Be safe with
Nick went not much better, 1-5. So it
I
brings
know. I
us
started the season off so hot, and I've just
did.
slipped since.
Yeah, it brings the standings to Leia in first at 12-6, very respectable. Nick still in second at 10-8, and me and Josh both at 9-9. So
Still
honestly,
shocking
that's-
that we don't go
that's
negative.
all positive. Yeah, that is
Yeah.
all. 500 is positive back in the coin flip. So
There we go. Not too shabby.
now,
I'm the GOAT of fantasy. 3-0.
Okay,
12
so
and
power
8.
rankings now.
Whatever.
Let's see
Right,
what the power
power
rankings
rankings?
say about your
All right.
status.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna knock him down a bit. Power rankings for week 4. We have Thomas as the consensus number 1 overall. Sam drops to number 2. Drake 3. Rosen 4. Trevor 5. Leo drops to 6. Fleg 7. Caliendo 8. Dan and Nick tied for 9. James 11 and Koenig 12.
I know he's not here, so I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I think Josh at 8 is still pretty high. I think he's
I
the
know.
only 0-3 team. He scored 60 points. Like, at some point, he's got to get knocked down the ladder.
I would
quite a
take
bit.
his team over yours any fucking day.
Well, you shouldn't do that
It's-
because you'd have one less win.
It's week 3, so
One
being
less
in the
win.
bottom 5
3
or
and 1 and
whatever.
2.
Yeah,
Be better.
be crazy if you guys were 3-0. Yeah, my team's not very good.
They're surviving until it matters.
However, if we apply Nick's logic to those rankings, then
You're the best team in the world.
yeah, me being one of the only 3-0 teams means I should be.
I think I ranked
fucking-
higher than 6, so yeah, your math
Thanks,
is math.
bud.
Nick's the kind of
Thanks,
person
pal.
who looks at their wins and it's like, that team's a good team. Which is like, yeah, that's part of it. But also,
That
like, the
is part
players
of
in the
it.
team is probably more important.
That is part of it. Yeah, fuck that. I'm the goat. So as far as waiver wire pickups go, we really only had one big one this week. It was Devon A. Chain. 7 or 8, I think, 8 bids in for him. The lowest one was $3, I believe.
$4 yourself.
$4 by yours truly. We had a couple bigger, some might say. We had a 25, a 30, a 31, a 40, and then the winning bid coming in at a whopping $44. Sam Waxman wins the A-Chain Train gang. How are we feeling about H44 for A-Chain?
I drafted him. I have him in other leagues. I think that's way overpaying. He's not going to be the starter unless Raheem gets injured. Is Jeff Wilson Jr. out for the year, or is he coming back? Maybe
He was IR, so it's typically 4 weeks, but it could be more.
he wasn't out
It's a
for the
minimum
year,
of
so yeah,
4.
like
Yeah, it's a minimum
I don't
of 4.
see a world where A-Chain is the starting running back at the end of the year. I don't see another game where he has even remotely close to that much production. So that's my
Raheem
thought.
is a injury-prone
Yeah.
player, so
And he had a fantastic game too, so there's no reason he wouldn't get the
Right.
same amount of touches. And I don't think that the
Yep.
Broncos defense is in shambles. So
yeah, they
the Dolphins aren't going to put up 70 points every week.
But hey, if he ends up being
70,
a
yeah.
league winner, then
What if
he's
they did?
I always love, and it happens all the time. I'm not immune to it, but I always love seeing people bid $12 for like Ezekiel Elliott when they could have got him for $1. Always makes me just chuckle a little bit.
yep. Nice, get
I-
shit
I
on,
don't know.
right?
I mean, I'll do it this year at some point. I did
Nick,
it
I
with the
thought
Chiefs
that's the
defense.
starting running back for the Patriots. Apparently,
It could
Yeah.
be. So that
Oh
that
my
could actually
gosh.
work out. But you
The
could have gone for
flippy-
$1.
The flippy floppying right now is insane by this man. Anyways,
Oh, I'll fuck up all day. I don't care.
let's go ahead and
yeah.
look forward
See
to
if
the
this
week
one works.
in
If this
front.
doesn't work, I might fucking have to jump out this window right now.
Matchup preview.
All right. Totally didn't exit out of the tab, and now I'm having to scramble.
Oh
to
my
find-
god, dude! What's going on?
Rim-ba-da-ba-bow-bow. Here
So Nick,
we
tell
go.
us about your child. Oh, never mind.
She's great.
I don't want to hear it.
Oh, all right. Look at this.
Oh my god!
First matchup. We got myself, Omega Sharkus, against Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage, Josh Rosen. And I think the check marks speak for themselves this time around, boys.
Have we ever
shit.
had this before?
Absolutely
know.
not.
This is the first time every positional ranking's been on one side.
Yeah.
Yep.
For our viewers,
I would-
Rosen has the positional rank for every single one.
Every single
Leo's-
spot.
Leo's
Rosen is
predicted
projected
for
out.
98. by what, 20 points.
I was projected 98 last week as well, so
We should do the projections of the spread. That'd be more fun. But anyways, yeah, that's rough.
yep.
Just
I'm gonna
because of
pick
it, though,
myself.
I'm going Leo too.
I'm gonna pick
Okay.
myself. So
Those odds are too
Leo,
high.
how you feeling this week, man? Like, you feel good about your team right now?
no, I feel horrific. But this was how I felt last week, and I somehow won. So just gotta hope that James Conner keeps James Conner in, and the Lions keep doing their thing, and I win. And that's it. I never thought I would be so reliant on the Arizona Cardinals offense to win me my fantasy matchups. Yet here we
Tough
are.
week from.
That's what they said last week.
That is true.
In
Not
San
wrong.
Francisco. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's not even close. Even if this wasn't part of it, I'm trying to like find things what even to mention. Like,
No.
Leo's got a lot of away teams, a lot of your core players. I don't know, man.
I'm
I
actually
just-
switching. I'm picking Josh.
Yeah, I gotta go with freaking Rosen big time.
I'm going with myself, unfortunately.
What
But
did
this was actually-
Suicide
And
Watch
I got
boy
Josh.
select?
He took Rosen as well.
98.9 was exactly what I was projected last week. Literally to the decimal point.
And you outperformed yourself by
and
I'm not letting you change, but just so you know, you can't change your pick. But if you picked Rosen, it would have been the curse, and then you would have won. So if
No, I
you
picked,
lose,
I
just
picked
remember,
myself.
Exactly. So if you had picked Rosen, you would have won because of the curse.
Oh, no, absolutely not. I always picked
Yeah.
myself.
So thanks for maintaining the curse for us, Leo, because Rosen.
I got you, boys. We'll see. I just need to pull off whatever the fuck it is that I did last week.
Whatever
and just-
juju you were.
Yeah,
last week.
whatever the fuck was going on last week, I need it to happen again. Big Najee day this weekend, I think.
Comeback season.
Najee is going to show the world who he truly is. All right. Next up, we got Let CMC Cook against Mugatu, Jimmy against Nikki. They're projected to
even match.
lose.
Kamara's back, which is
Uh-oh. Is he on his
going to be
bench?
interesting. Yeah, he's on his bench, so I imagine he's going to put him in.
Yeah, instead
Yeah.
of D Cook. So you're
I
gonna
don't
be
know.
you're projected to lose by even more then, eh?
Yeah, it's going to be.
At least
a little
5
bit higher.
points. Yeah.
I don't know.
Point swing. Oh, he's got Waddle on the bench as well. Sheesh.
I mean, Waddle's playing Buffalo, so I don't think they're going to
They just
completely
dropped
off.
They just dropped 70 points
against a really bad Broncos team.
Oh
Um,
man.
I don't know. My team's kind of in a weird spot where I could either score 120 or I could score 80. So, like, I'm always going to bet on myself, so I'm obviously picking myself. But I hope Christian Watson has a good week. Jordan Love's throwing the ball a lot, so hopefully he'll. Everything I'm reading and seeing that they expect Christian Watson to come right in and immediately contribute, so I'm hoping that's the case. And hopefully Adam Thielen doesn't score 45 points. That'd be nice.
You better fucking hope so, dude. I'm going Jimmy.
Yeah, same. I think last week was all Jim needed to turn around. He scored a good 115 on me, and like he has some good players. Olave, McCaffrey. I think Burrow finally got it together. Second half of that game, like
He scored 8 points, Dan.
yeah, because he was in shit in the first
I
half.
think he
of
threw a
the
pick
game.
in the second half, too, though.
Okay,
I
pick.
did. I won a bunch of money on
Were
that.
you watching the game? Did the
I was.
Bengals
It was a
look
bad game.
good in the second half?
It looked
I
bad
think-
in the first half, yes.
Jamar
Exactly.
Chase looked good.
All right, I
They
would
scored.
bet
They scored 19 points.
things are looking up for Jim, is what I'm saying, and I think Jim is gonna lick Nick's little dick boy and kick his ass.
That was just a very Nick statement of you.
Yeah.
That Joe Burrow statement. But yeah, I think it'll be close.
You watch the game? He looks a lot better in the second half.
Yeah, we were all on Discord watching together. Yeah, we'll see. Tennessee, we'll see just in general. I do think it'll be close, Nick. I think your team, unless. Are you planning on starting Alexander Madison? Do you have a choice?
I don't have a choice, but
Yeah,
I would have started him regardless because I think he had a really good week last week. Like he had over 120 total yards.
Against the Chargers.
You know, he needs to get into the end zone. and hold on to the ball because he should have fumbled, but the reffing in that Vikings game was horrendous. But yeah, I think he has one more week in him, and hopefully at that point, I doubt it, but Jonathan Taylor should hopefully be back.
We'll
Again, I
see.
doubt it.
Did we get Josh's pick?
Yeah, sorry, Josh took Nick.
Wow.
So we're split. Or no, yeah.
Wow. All right, next up, we got Trevor Usher against Push Me to the Edge. All my friends are dead. Josh Gallander.
Which is a great name change. I like that a lot better than his Ryan Getting 2.0. I like the name.
Anthony
Josh, proud of
Richardson
you.
back? Is it confirmed?
He practiced today,
Okay, nice.
so we'll see.
So that means
However, Eckler is also most likely going to be back. Actually, we don't know. We don't know that.
He practiced today, and I think they're saying like he's
Limited,
looking. Yeah.
I've been reading some things that the Chargers bye is next week, so they might
might just push him to
just hold him off. That way he gets all that extra rest. But we'll see. I think Trevor's team is pretty good even without Eckler, especially since he can just slot in Jerome Ford.
and then
Man.
like Gabe Davis.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Then I don't know after that, but
I mean,
I mean,
Gabe
Romeo
Davis is
Dobbs
good.
has been pretty good for the past 4 weeks,
yeah. But if Christian Watson's coming back, then
3 weeks.
I
Jameer
like
Gibbs,
Davis.
boy,
He's
he's Jameer Gibbs, isn't he? And then Josh's team is good.
It's better than Nick's.
Josh's team is good. It's fine, even.
I think it's good.
It's
Like if
fine.
Anthony Richardson's back, he's fine for 20 plus. I mean, if Derrick Henry's dead, that changes my mind. But Bijan looked fantastic week 1 and 2, so bounce back. From
I
him.
know, but he only had 10 carries.
I think I think Josh gets his
Games,
first
yeah.
W. I think Josh gets his first W of the year here. Bounce back spot.
I like it.
Bounce back spot. Give it to
I'm
me.
going Trevor just because I think Justin Herbert's going to score 35 again against the Raiders.
Raiders.
Yeah, I'm also going Trevor. I think we maybe mentioned it, but that Justin Herbert Eckler stack is to me even better than Flagg's amazing stack.
Oh
Like-
my god.
It's honestly, if Eckler scores 1 or 2 receiving touchdowns, like that's
It's
50
dead
points
now.
between the two of them.
You killed
Go
it.
Trevor.
It no longer lives.
It's
Who
unalive.
did Josh pick himself?
Josh picked himself.
What a
But
loser.
again,
Next up, wow, you guys are projected it very close. We got Wu Tang Dan ain't not nothing to fuck with against God Didn't Save Me Ryan Koenig.
Dan's just running it back.
what?
No, you said you just running it back, you know?
What?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
What are you saying?
I don't know. I'm unsure. Dan, if you lose to this team, boy,
Yeah.
the guy does not have running backs like at all. Just not a lick in his entire
So
roster.
I think Aaron Jones is going to be back this week.
Yeah, he
I don't
is.
know. But like,
You might be going against Zeke. Might be Ramondre versus Zeke situation.
That'd be hilarious. I mean, that's prime example though of like his running back sucks, so that means they're gonna score 60 points on me. You know.
Oh hell yeah, baby! Oh hell yeah! I'm gonna pick you because on paper, you shouldn't lose this game.
Yeah,
I don't even know
I'm
how
picking
he's projected so much. Pat Mahomes, I guess.
Pat Mahomes.
Jamar and Pat. Yeah.
I'm going Dan as well.
Josh also picked me, and I am going to pick Ryan because
Wow!
I'm doing it.
No,
I'm doing
whatever.
my team can't put up a 120 week. The running backs can't just fucking go off. Then I'm gonna lose. So.
Wow! Wowie! 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 All right. Next up, we got the matzah of the week. Slantman and the Lost against
Close one.
Josh Dobb, Pale Bless, Flag versus Sam. Another close one. Another close one. Really deadly stack here on the left side of Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley. Shout out Travis Kelsey, friend of the pod. Him and T Swizzle getting things going.
Also a friend of the pod.
Also a friend of the
Did
pod.
you guys get that annoying text from several girls today too of like, crazy that T Swift put Travis Kelsey on the map? Apparently it's a big TikTok thing. You guys are both TikTokers. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't talk to other girls outside of my wife.
Yeah, I don't speak to women. This is why I'm 3-0. Actually, is
No distractions.
the fact that I have completely erased women from my life, except for my wife.
That's
Love
why
you,
I
honey.
knew so much.
Um,
Like fuck.
Sam's team's really fucking good, man.
It's okay.
Oh, Siri wants to talk. It's really funny. Devon A-Chain is the number 5 running back in the year now.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I
me
think I
either.
would start Damian Pierce over A-Chain personally. But,
Hey, man.
or no, freaking Brian Robinson even against the Eagles. I don't know. Anyway, Sam's team is good. I think I'm going Fleg though. I like it this week. I like the matchups, more home games. Feels good.
This game's in London.
It's a home game. Shabir Khan is freaking in English.
I'm gonna go Wax, man.
Oh, this is tough. I'm going Aaron as well.
And Josh took Sam Wax, the man Wax.
A lot of splits. A lot of 2-2 splits, eh?
Yeah, he had all of them until Nick switched his Leo Rosen pick.
Yep.
Bones 3-1.
What a little bitch. Next up is
Matchup of the week.
Matchup of the matchup.
Matchup of the week. Matchup of the week. Matchup of the week. Matchup of the week.
Matchup of the week.
The matchup of the week. The number 1 power ranked team against the number 2 power ranked team. 3-0 Drake Brockway against 2-1 Thomas Gordon. Now, Drake is still starting Khalil Herbert, which he has not recovered from that brutal Nick Chubb injury, it seems. But it doesn't matter because he's still winning. He's not starting Jordan Love this week, it seems, and instead going for Geno Smith.
I don't hate that.
Meanwhile, Tom's team is good.
Yeah. Tom's team is really good.
Top to bottom, very good.
I'm going Tom. I don't think he's beatable right now. He'll probably lose because I said that, but I just think his team's super good, and especially if Dallas plays the way they play against Arizona. The Patriots will have a good defensive day if he keeps it in there.
Yep.
Patriots a pretty good defense.
I'm going to go, oh man.
Yeah, I can. Josh took Tom. How about that? I'll throw that one in there.
I mean, I'll go for the splitsies. No. Oh man, this is a tough one.
You want me to go first?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Tom. I was really close to picking Drake.
Man.
I like Tom's team, even if Raheem doesn't score 40 points. And just a measly 15. Like,
Drake's got
he's fine.
super good matchups up and down the board, though.
I know. I wanted to. Yeah, I'm going Tom.
I'm going Drake.
Hell yeah.
I'm going
No
Drake.
curse this week.
Oh, curses.
Yeah, you're welcome, everyone. We did it on purpose. But we'll come back next week and check out how we did. Probably pretty poorly. Will I be 4-0? Maybe. I probably will be and still move down on the power rankings because God forbid we rank accurately. But let's move on to the best part of the pod.
One lock up, baby.
I got him locked. Bingo.
Locks of the week.
All right, pretty terrible outing for the program last week.
I haven't hit a bet 3 weeks.
Yeah,
Hey.
no, it's been great. Honestly, I'm very proud of this group because for it, if anyone didn't see text in the group chat, all 4 of us did not get their picks, which means the round robin that I hit on all of us losing, the opposites hit big time money. So again, always bet against us. So
I made a lot of money this weekend.
Same,
Outside
just
of
not
my
on the
lock
pod
of the
thing.
week.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, still me and Leo 1 and first, 1 and 2, basically tied in cash. Josh and Nick 0 and 3, in last place combined.
You guys suck, Nick.
Yeah, I said I was going to go more straight bet this time. I lied. I already changed my bet.
Well, it's not going to hit, so go for it.
I'm just going Buccaneers money line against the Saints. I know they don't play well in New Orleans, but that was the Tom Brady era.
Dude,
I like
you
this
just
Buccaneers
bet
team.
against the Saints last week, and you're going to
Oh,
do
no,
it again?
I bet on the Packers last week. I didn't bet against the Saints.
What's the odds?
Do you want me to
plus
hit you with the
136.
stats again?
What is it?
Plus 136.
Because the stat continued. They haven't allowed more than 20 points still.
Um,
Dude,
I understand.
why are you selling him on it? Let him pick his own shitty
I think
bet. I mean,
the Buccaneers are going to beat the Saints, even if it's 7-3. It doesn't matter.
fuck yeah.
Buccaneers
Even if
money
it's
line.
2-3.
Yeah, no matter.
All right. Hey, I could be eating crow next week. That's all I'm saying.
Well, you think
But
the Saints are going to go
Is that
undefeated?
a euphemism?
they didn't win last week.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm
I
not
said
saying
Buccaneers
that-
money line.
I'm not saying that. It's just sometimes when people, they realize their bet last week didn't hit for a specific reason, they're usually like,
All right,
well, I'm going
Leo,
to stay
go
from
ahead.
it this
Do
week.
your
It
bet.
almost hit
And
though.
I'm
Stop
gonna
mansplaining.
bet
Do
on
your bet.
somebody else. I'm gonna go Jags minus 3.5. -3 actually in London. Jags are 9-0 against the spread in London.
Who are they playing again?
The Atlanta Falcons -3. I would buy the hook if I were putting a lot of money on this, but I'm not. So I just did it at -3. 9-0 against the spread in London. They're 4-5 overall, but they cover every single time. So
Minus 110.
-115.
One of these days, you guys will remember how to read them off. So I can
One of these days you'll stop bitching.
I'm gonna go with the over on the Manders-Eagles game. I think it's gonna be a doozy. I think the Eagles will score 28, 35 points themselves. I think the Manders are good for points. So it's over
Commanders just
43 and a
scored 3
half.
points.
Minus 105.
You guys just don't look at how last week shaped out when you make your bets. The Commanders scored 3 points last week.
Do patterns always continue?
Yeah, that's why they're patterns. All right. Now, we will look at how the sharp did, which was not well. The sharp bet of the week last week was Tennessee Titans at +3.5. Now,
They sucked.
they got blown TF out by the Brownies. So, this is the sharp speaking now. I should have known Tennessee would be flat after their overtime win against the Chargers the week prior. Overall, a bad pick, but we reassess and we advance. For the Week 4 Log Pod guest pick, I'll be following a similar flat spot trend and taking the Detroit Lions -1.5 at Green Bay on Thursday Night Football. Green Bay is banged up, and it will likely be flat this week after having to score 18 points in the fourth quarter to win against New Orleans. The idea is that they gave everything they had for that game. They're going to be tired, unmotivated on a short week. Goff has already proven he can play well in prime time, if you remember the first Thursday night football game of the season against the Chiefs. And just make that same Falcons team that outgained Green Bay 446 yards to 224 in week 2. with Detroit laying a small number on a short week against a banged-up Green Bay team. Detroit minus 1.5.
I disagree with most of those things said, so just because of that, I'm taking the Packers plus 1.5. I think they're the opposite of unmotivated. I think they're like at an all-time high right now. And they're going to come into this game full steam ahead.
All right. I think
Yeah,
that's going to
I don't
wrap.
understand how they're unmotivated. That's okay.
And that's going to make it episode 4 of season 2 of week 3 of the Pod of Logs.
Give me that.